Good evening, congratulations, and welcome to Syracuse University. We are really excited to have you here with us on Decision Day. Over the course of your college search, as you've interacted with our office, it's our hope that you have learned and heard us talk about what it means to be orange. And we're really excited that if you have chosen, or if you are still choosing Syracuse tonight, that we can spend a little bit of time with you and talk a little bit more about the next steps about becoming orange. My name is Peter Hagan. I'm Director of Admissions, and 20 years ago today was College Decision Day for me, and Syracuse University changed my life, and so I'm really excited to spend some time talking with you just for a couple moments, and but really having some time for you to hear from some of our students who are across the country right now, finishing up their semester, who will lead this time, which is truly a celebration of all that you have accomplished in this most extraordinary year in so many ways. I'd like to begin by thanking my colleagues who have put this session together and who are operating behind the scenes. You never really know what might happen sometimes during a Syracuse admissions Zoom webinar, and so I'm deeply grateful for all the work that they're doing. Someone's zooming in. I hear something. Oops. There he is. We've been so worried this whole month about being Zoom bombed, and now it was our own mascot, Otto. And Otto, along with the rest of us, will be so excited to welcome you to campus this fall, and we're working hard to make that a reality here at Syracuse. In the coming weeks and months, there will be a lot of information. Part of Becoming Orange, which is the name of our sort of pre-orientation program that goes on over the course of the summer to get you ready to be here. And we're going to communicate with you every step of the way. The admissions office will continue to host a series of virtual events, so there will be opportunities to get more of your questions answered, to learn more about the number of opportunities and resources that exist at Syracuse. And so whether you've been committed to us for some time, if you applied early decision, or if you have recently been admitted and are making a final choice now, we hope that you'll let us know how we can help you, what questions we can answer. But tonight is really, truly a celebration. And so to kick that off, I want to turn it over to Julia Fontana and a team of members of the University 100, Syracuse's ambassador organization, who will take it from here and share some of their stories, their experience. But again, truly and sincerely, from everyone here in the Office of Admissions and on campus, congratulations and go Orange. Thanks so much for joining us. Julia, where are you there? There you are.
I am. Hello. Thank you, Peter. I'm Julia Fontana. I am a fourth-year student at Syracuse. First of all, congratulations to all of you on your acceptance to Syracuse. We are so excited to have you here and so excited to welcome you tonight into the Orange family. I am studying information management and technology within the iSchool, and I am joined by three of my very good friends this evening. I'll pass it over to Spenser first so he can introduce himself next.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations first on being admitted to Syracuse and also on Decision Day. Today's really exciting for all of you. It's a big day, no matter where you are. My name's Spenser. I'm a senior. I'm a dual degree student, International Relations and Public Relations with a minor in Global Security. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, but I'm coming to you from Kansas City, Kansas tonight. So congratulations again. Really excited to be here. It's an exciting day. Throw it over to Barrington.
Hey guys, got a little cold inside, so I grabbed my handy Syracuse sweater that I always have around. My name is Barrington Buckner. I'm a I want to say I'm a senior now since I submitted my last junior requirement today. So I'm a rising senior. I'm a biochemistry and neuroscience double major. I'm originally from Kingston, Jamaica, but I'm talking to you guys today from Syracuse, New York. I'm still in my apartment on campus, so I'm still at home. I like to say my second home. I'll talk to you guys more about a couple of things that I'm involved in on campus as we kind of get this chit chat going. I'll have my friend Ashley introduce herself next.
All right, hello everybody. Happy Decision Day. So my name is Ashley Andrews, and just like Barrington, I also just submitted my last report. So I'm going to call myself a senior too, rising senior. I am a biotechnology major with a minor in disability studies. I am originally from Buffalo, New York, but I am also coming to you live from my apartment in Syracuse, so I'm also kind of still home. Just like everyone else said, congratulations, and hope you enjoy the night.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. So before we get started, we have our chat box open on the side, and we would love to hear why all of you chose Syracuse. So feel free to write in your answers, and we will be going through them later on. But to start out, why did you choose Syracuse, Spenser?
Ooh, all right. So this is a bit of a different story. So at the time that I was choosing colleges, I was actually living in Italy. I didn't have the opportunity to go visit many of the colleges that I was applying to. So I was looking at academic programs, really. So I'm an international relations student, a public communications student here at Syracuse. So I was really focused on our academic programs. When I arrived to Syracuse, in the fall of my first year on campus, so 2016, 4 years ago. That was the first time I'd ever been in New York State, actually. So if there are anybody out there worried about moving to a new place for the first time, maybe you've only visited Syracuse once or maybe not at all, it's fine. You'll make it. The winters are fine. You'll hear a lot about them, but you'll do fine. I had never been. We're okay. But yeah, so. And then why did I stay at Syracuse, I think is maybe a little more of like a relevant question for me, because I didn't have the opportunity to experience at Syracuse University, like feel in campus before I chose Syracuse. And that was because I love the Syracuse University community. It's absolutely incredible to be forever Orange, to be part of the Orange family. To be in an environment that is both academically rigorous, but is emotionally supportive, where you truly feel that you have people that all are your competitors, but they're your peers, but they're also your family at the end of the day.
Oh, love that.
I completely
Were you
understand,
scared
Spenser.
coming to campus after having never visited?
I was a little nervous. So as I said, I was from Denver. So I had been to like the East Coast once. I'd been to Boston for a few days. So I'd really never been past like the Appalachian Mountains. So it was a pretty big change for me to be in that part of the US. And so I was like a little nervous, but the transition to university life and also campus, I found to be pretty seamless. Everybody was getting there. Everyone had different, varying levels of knowledge on both Syracuse University, but Syracuse is a city, the Northeast in general. And it was an exciting time to just like be able to meet everyone, to be in a residence hall. No one really had any expectations, and everyone was just kind of in that first year college experience together.
Love to hear it. Thank you. I see people are already using the Q&A box to send in your questions about why you selected Syracuse. So thank you for doing it. Keep it up, everyone. But next, I'm going to shoot it over to Barrington. Barrington, take yourself back to the summer before your freshman year on campus. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you feel?
Like Spenser, that's like a long time ago now, looking at it. It's like 3 years ago. I was really excited. So I first toured Syracuse during a snowstorm, and coming from Jamaica, I had no idea. I've never seen snow before. So I was like coming in like a small jacket, some loafers. I was like, okay, let's just see what's going on. I could not see what was going on outside at all. It was a complete whiteout, but the summer before my freshman year, I actually took classes on campus. So I was like on campus for the summers, which are absolutely beautiful. Summer at Syracuse is the best thing. Highly recommend if you can to stay at Syracuse in the summer. I'm pretty sure like Ashley or Spencer, or even you, Julia, can like relate to that as well. But I was able to make a couple of friends. I toured the campus around myself, kind of just like got lost in the moment, enjoy all that I could before the campus was like filled with my soon-to-be new friends.
Oh, love to hear it.
You know.
Ash, what was the summer like before your freshman year?
So the summer before my freshman year, I also was so excited, but I definitely also was very nervous. I just really had no idea what I was getting myself into essentially. And I felt like I had so much information and I kind of knew everything I needed to know about the school. And I was so excited to, kind of just immerse myself into Syracuse and everything it had to offer. But regardless, I still definitely was nervous. There was no doubt about it. But I think the biggest thing for me is the first day that I was moving into my freshman dorm is kind of when all of that went away. And I have a very specific memory of driving into the city of Syracuse, and I could see the dome from the thruway from afar. And it was literally in that moment, all of my fears were gone, all the nerves that I had for the past couple months just completely went out the window. And I got to campus and it just all turned to excitement. And immediately I just had so many friendly faces surrounding me. And I kind of realized that all that nervousness was for nothing. But it was definitely, you don't know what to expect, but also you feel like you know everything. And once you actually hit campus, it's just like your eyes open. It's like, wow, like I'm here, let's do this.
Oh, love it. It's making me sentimental to think back to before freshman year. But I distinctly remember the summer before my freshman year. I was one of those people that I wasn't necessarily excited for high school and middle school. I was already excited for college. So all throughout high school, I was just thinking about college and how excited I was for college. That was the light at the end of the tunnel for me through high school. So I remember distinctly, instead of studying for my finals during my senior year of high school, I actually wrote out a list of everything that I wanted for my dorm, everything I wanted to buy, everything I had, when I needed to get things, when I needed to order things. So to say I was excited is definitely an understatement, but definitely a little bit of nerves in there too. But when I came to campus, similar to what Ash said, everything fell into place and all my excitement paid off.
I think it's I think it was the best moment when I got my admissions letter and my parents were asleep, so I like taped it on my door that I got in, and they knew exactly what it was when they woke up.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
I love it so much. Spencer, what's your favorite Syracuse memory?
What's my favorite Syracuse memory?
I know it's hard. There's probably a lot of good ones.
It is hard. I think the one for me is the end of my first year. So 2017, 2017, winter of 2017, John Gillen's buzzer beater at the end of the Syracuse Duke game. Incredible game. Just feeling like that energy. Oh yeah, absolutely. Stormed the court, and then we wrote our athletic high, for the part that I was at Syracuse, into that fall when we beat Clemson and again stormed the field at that point. So some of my best memories are definitely in the Carrier Dome. One of my roommates is a sports journalist, so we always would go to games together. It was just like a big part of what we did in our household. So I absolutely love being in the Carrier Dome, just, feeling the energy with all the other students there. Have to say, like, if you're sitting there thinking at home, oh, I'm not a sports fan, I'm not going to go to any of the Syracuse games, take a chance on it. It's okay. You don't have to understand what's going on the field or the court at all. You're there just to be a member of the Syracuse University crowd, because that's really one of the most special things that you can be.
Yes,
don't forget the dome nachos, though.
Yeah.
Those are the best part.
Don't forget dome nachos. Incredible dome nachos. They really hit something different.
Not long after that buzzer beater, during our freshman year, we had a block party, which is our annual spring concert, also in the Carrier Dome. That year, Travis Scott performed, and I actually held him as he crowd surfed. So that's definitely a highlight of my Syracuse career as well.
How long did you take before you washed your hands again, like after touching Travis Scott?
Mhm.
It's like
It's
really.
kind of crazy to think about not washing my hands in today's world, but I definitely didn't want to. It was really cool. Barrington, you have any good Syracuse memories? I know
Wow,
you
I
have
think.
some.
Oh, I have a lot. It's like it would probably take me like a long time to go through them, but most of mine happen on the quad. So the quad is like the one place in Syracuse where you get that big, like that big aspect of being at like a university, but also that small aspect of being in Syracuse where like you think you know everyone. So you might be walking across the quad and like see at least 10 different people you know just sitting outside enjoying the sun, or like that first day in the spring semester when the weather is really nice outside and everyone is like wearing shorts, just like throwing a frisbee around on the quad, or just like playing the music, or just sitting down, just like hanging out. I know freshman year, my friend and I one night we went to the quad and we went stargazing. And I actually saw a couple of kids with different telescopes, and they were out there just like stargazing as well. I was like, wow, this is really cool. That's like one of my favorite memories that I've had, and I'm still best friends with her. So we've been going through the motions of Syracuse together.
I
Oh,
love
I
my
love
spring quad memories. Spring quad memories are absolutely incredible. It's like the first day that it's sunny and like 40 degrees out. Everyone wears shorts and no one knows how to act. So, but yeah, it's incredible. But Barrington said something about like how you can walk across the quad and see like 10 people that you know any at one time. And that's what I love about Syracuse is like the Syracuse University community is we're a pretty big, campus population, like a little over 15,000 undergrads. However, anywhere you are on campus and any day, you're going to see someone that you know, because it like has this way of being like a small, close-knit community, but we're still like a lot of people. So you always have that opportunity to meet new people. So I always loved when I like go meet my friends, like they bring a friend along that I've never met before, and you just continue to expand your community until you end up a senior.
Yeah. I love to say that Syracuse is just the right size to always see one person that you know, and then to always see one person that you've never seen before. And to me, that's one of my favorite parts about Syracuse. But Ash, what is your favorite SU memory?
Okay, so I definitely have so many that I could go through. In terms of school spirit and sports and the university in general, my favorite memory is 100% the Clemson game that Spenser had already mentioned. It was my freshman year that that game happened, and it was the first game that my parents came up for. And so I was actually sitting, I wasn't sitting in the student section that day, of course, the one time, but I was actually sitting up in like the 300 levels with them. And I remember when everyone rushed the field, I still to this day have like pictures and videos of it because I was watching all the students rush the field from up top on the Carrier Dome. And it was like one of the absolute coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And again, it was just a very like heartwarming, cool feeling. Because we beat Clemson and that was awesome. You can never be mad about that. And to just kind of seeing all these people, like they're all my peers and we all go to school together, but it was just a very like uniting moment for lack of a better term. And it was just really cool to watch. And second, also kind of having to do with the quad in the spring, because as you can tell, we love being on the quad as soon as the first ray of sunshine is out. They're not kidding. No one knows how to act once that first day hits. But I actually got the idea my freshman year from someone in the quad who I had never met before, but they were laying in like a portable hammock between the trees in the quad, and pretty popular thing to do. But I went up to them and I was like, that's so cool. Like, where do you get that? And it actually ended up being one of my good friends now. Again, you meet people in the craziest ways. I met one of my best friends bonding over a hammock. But I bought my own, and one of my just favorite things to do, and which has created a lot of great memories, is just hanging up my portable hammock in the middle of quad on a sunny day. And it's just, seeing everyone throwing frisbees and kicking soccer balls and, studying, whatever. It's just, again, it's a very like heartwarming like feeling and just time on campus. And so definitely those two would be like kind of like my favorite things that I've done while I've been here.
Oh, very good choices. So, Spencer, I hate to say the G word, graduation, but that's coming around the corner. What's next for you?
So what is next for me? I'm not leaving Syracuse. I am actually a graduate student. So I am in a 4+1 program for my master's in international relations. So I will be at Syracuse for another year. That said, like the end of undergrad is sad. Definitely, the people that have become my family over the last 4 years are moving on and doing things in their own lives. So I wish them the best, but I'm excited to be able to still be at Syracuse for another year and continue my studies at Maxwell. It was definitely, I think, the right decision for me and something that I'm very much looking forward to and very excited to be back in Syracuse because when I left, it was how many of my clothes can I throw in my car and drive across the United States? So I'd also like to see the rest of the things that I own in my apartment, particularly my coffee machine.
Very important. You do have a very good
We do love our
routine.
coffee.
Yes.
So, Barrington, what's
Syracuse
been your favorite
University
class?
loves coffee.
We do love coffee a lot.
Yes, definitely. Barrington, favorite Syracuse class? Any funny stories about class?
I guess so. My favorite Circus class would definitely be this musical theater class that I took freshman year, and one of the assignments was to like memorize a script. And so my partner and I was the senior, which I've never met before. And I was like, okay, how am I gonna interact with this person, but also like let her think that I'm cool? Because she seemed that she was cool, and I was like, I'm this freshman and like partner up with a senior. Like, how am I gonna make this work? And so I like started like doing this weird voice. So this thing I'm like, I started like doing this weird thing with my voice the entire time. And she like started doing it too. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, she thinks I'm cool. And then we started hanging out that day. And I was like, yes, perfect. Thank you. But the professor was just like, he was like, what are you guys doing? Are you planning on doing this the entire class? And I was like, is it working? Like, is it what you asked us for? Yeah. So that's one of my favorite classes.
Oh, love that.
So
How
you were
about you?
scared of freshmen or seniors?
No, I was
Sorry.
I was a freshman and she was a senior, and I thought that she was like too cool to be hanging out with me. But I was like, she was like having the same problem too. She thought that I was too cool to hang out with her. And so once I like broke that barrier of like acting weird, she was just like, oh, okay, you're normal. Okay, all right, you're like
Wait, that's
you're just
a
like me.
great note for prospective students or like people that are coming into college. Like, listen to what Barrington said. Seniors are like spiders. We are more scared of you than you are of us.
That is true.
So like make friends with seniors because one, they will absolutely help you through your college process. They'll give you, all of the deets on different classes, professors, like clubs and activities. Like seniors and upperclassmen will be one of your greatest assets in college. And trust me, they want to know you as much as you want to know them. They're just way more scared of you.
Yeah,
That is true.
100%. I remember my freshman year, I was in IST 101, which is our introductory first year type of course within the iSchool. I believe all of the colleges at Syracuse have some version of that. But for the iSchool in particular, the class was instructed by peer advisors, and those peer advisors were all upperclassmen students. And I remember there was one, her name was Sophie, and she texted me before I even got to campus, and she introduced herself. She actually lives not too far away from me, so it was pretty cool to have that connection. But I remember all throughout freshman year, she helped me pick my dorm for sophomore year. She helped me learn how to use my SuperCard money, which I could not figure out for the life of me, and I was too scared to ask anyone else. She helped me make my class schedules. She helps me network with professors within the iSchool. So they definitely are an awesome resource, and they really want to help you. Just like us, we all want to help you out there in the world. But Ash, or go ahead, Barrington, sorry.
No, I was gonna say Ash and I are gonna be seniors soon, so we're gonna be the ones looking down and be like, hey, do you want to be our friends? Hi.
Yeah, you'll all be back. But Ash, do you have any favorite class memories, favorite classes?
So yes, my favorite class that I've taken on campus so far is definitely It was an integrative biology laboratory my sophomore year. And there's also kind of a funny story around it, but regardless of that, it was definitely my favorite class I've ever taken. I love science and I love research, and so it was the first time that I really got like a cool, like hands-on class that I could, do real research that professors around campus were doing. And the coolest part about it academically was I actually ended up meeting the professor that I do research with on campus now through that class. She was my professor, and it was just like kind of all encompassing of everything I love about my major. But the funny story to it, since Barrington shared his, so why not me too. During this laboratory, we were working with fish, zebrafish to be exact, and we were doing the experiment, and we had to put them in this little dish of liquid to make them like stop swimming so quickly so we could better observe them. And so I didn't realize that I had put one of these fish in that liquid. And so it's the first day of class, the like very first day that I'm doing this. And so I put the fish in the dish, thought it was just water, and it stopped moving. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's the first day of class, and I definitely just like killed this woman's fish. I didn't. It turns out it just stopped swimming for a second and it was fine. But I was sitting there and I was so petrified to tell the professor that I thought I did this. And so finally, okay, you just got to do it. And I raised my hand and I told her, and she was like almost in tears laughing. And she's like, no, like you didn't, like it's fine. And she's like, even if you did, it's so okay. We all make mistakes. Like I've done it all the time. And it was kind of like twofold, because one, I was like, okay, like I'm so relieved. But two, it was really nice because she was so like nice about it and emphasized, it's like, hey, like it's okay. Even if you did, we make mistakes. It's science. Like the point of this is to learn. So she was super supportive about it regardless. But it's definitely my favorite class. And definitely kind of like an embarrassing story around it, but it was memorable to say the least.
Yes, definitely memorable, I would say. One more little question for Spenser. Let's go back, now that we're seniors, let's go back to freshman year. Can you think of one memory in particular that really sticks out? I know you talked a little bit about
freshman year.
the buzzer beater.
Yeah, there are a lot of moments. Actually, one thing that really just sticks in my mind is the first class that I had at Syracuse University. So it was like my first class as a college student. I truthfully do not remember like the first 10 to 15 minutes of class. Like what happened then, no idea. I think I was too nervous to function. But I remember the end of class. And I just remember like it's just kind of like a general sense, and it was kind of all sinking in. It's a lot to process to understand that, you're in college and you're doing this thing finally, like everyone talks about it your entire life, and you're just learning to start to live that experience and what that means both socially and academically and in terms of your personal growth. And for me, like the wow factor of this is college kind of came when my first professor said, all right, see you Thursday. So that was a big moment for me, and it's one that I carry with me and I think I'll remember for the rest of my life.
That's a good moment. I think a very relatable moment too. All of you will find once you begin your Syracuse careers, you'll feel it happening. So now we are going to shift gears and do some trivia. Now, as all of you are becoming Syracuse students, you'll need to know some important Syracuse facts. So to help you learn these facts and maybe test what you already know, we'll do some trivia. Hopefully we can get these questions right after our 3 to 4 years on campus. But Spenser, I'll let you read the first question. Also, to all of you out there, if you want to change your camera view to side by side so that you can still see us as we do trivia, that would be good. But go ahead, Spenser, take it away.
Yeah. So the first question is, what are Syracuse University's original colors? So you have A, orange and blue, B, light pink and pea green, C, cherry red and honey yellow, D, purple and gold. So I'll let you all think about that one for a quick second before I tell you the answer. I remember when I learned this answer. So I became a tour guide at Syracuse my freshman year, second semester, towards the end of my second semester. And I remember this was one of the first facts that I learned about Syracuse. And I thought that the answer and the story behind it is really funny. But yeah. All right. So I think that we're ready for that answer. Yep. So is B, light pink and pea green. So orange was adopted as the university color in 1890, and it was the first one to adopt orange as a color. It was our baseball team that had returned from a baseball game, and they got made fun of for their uniform colors. And so they asked that Syracuse change the color. And so we looked at all the colleges at the time in New York State, and we said, what color is not in any of them? And it was orange. And so orange became our school color. And trust me, you don't think you'll look good in orange, but it's okay. No one really does, so we all just embrace it.
We love it anyway. All right, Barrington, I'll let you take the next one.
Absolutely. The question is, what is the significance of the number 44 at Syracuse University? And the options are A, the number is associated with the amount of students in the Syracuse University first graduating class. B, a legendary number associated with the soccer program. C, the number is Coach Boeheim's favorite number. Or D, a legendary number associated with the football program. At Syracuse, we do love the number 44. So coming to Syracuse, this is going to be one of your favorite numbers, guys. Give you a couple seconds to think about the answer real quickly. And the answer to that question is D, a legendary number associated with the football program. So 44 is one of the most feasible numbers ever associated with a college football program since 1954. 9 players have worn the number and 3 have earned All-American honors. Those 3 are Jim Brown, sorry about that, Ernie Davis, and Floyd Little, rank amongst the finest running back ever to play in college games. So at Syracuse University, we do love 44. You see that number all around our university. And the fun fact is, I think we actually changed our area code to end it in 44 because we love it so much.
Yes, our official university zip code is 13244. So when you have your parents send you some nice letters, maybe some care packages, make sure they send it to 13244. All right, Ash, I'll let you take the next trivia question.
All righty. Ooh, this is a good one. All right. What day is Syracuse University's birthday? A, April 24th, B, October 4th, C, March 24th, or D, January 14th? Now, think about it. Think about your answer. This is a very important day for Syracuse students. Just like you would never want to forget your roommate or your friend or your mom's birthday, you don't want to forget Syracuse University's birthday. So again, take a few seconds, think about the answer.
Also, never forget your roommate's birthday when you live in a dorm with them. You share like a room with them. So like it gets petty real quick if you forget.
Yes, at least put a sign up. It's the least you can do.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so the answer was C, March 24th. So it is, of course, a special day for Syracuse students, alumni, faculty, all the above. It marks the anniversary of the university's founding in 1870, and also National Orange Day. So, you got to have Syracuse's birthday. It's National Orange Day. I'm sure Otto, right next to me, hanging out with me, would appreciate that so much. So also March 24th, 2020 is extra special because it is Syracuse University's 150th birthday. So we've been around for quite some time. So now, just like Spencer said, do not forget your roommate's birthday, and do not forget March 24th is Syracuse's birthday.
Very important day, National Orange Day. I think we have just one question left, so I will take it. Syracuse men's basketball holds the largest on-campus attendance record. How many fans attended the game on February 23rd, 2019? A, 24,567 fans, 28,892 fans, 35,642 fans, or 37,083 fans. I was at this game. I remember it very well.
You remember losing?
Sadly, I was not at this game.
It was fun,
It
nevertheless.
was a
Let's just
fun
say-
game. It was a
That
fun
was
game.
so fun.
Let's just say we won with nobody else behind us. Let's say we did that.
We definitely won in for Spirit that day.
Yes, absolutely.
We always win for
There was a
Spirit.
more
Always.
spirited campus that day, or any day, honestly. So the answer is C, 35,642 fans. It was against Duke University in the Carrier Dome. The previous record was 35,446, which was also set by Syracuse and Duke when they came to our campus previously in 2014 and 2015. It is the largest on-campus college basketball venue in the country, Carrier Dome. We love her. And very excited to see how our stadium is going to be looking after its complete renovations. From what I've seen of it, it looks pretty cool. All right, so next we are going to go back to all of your lovely Why Syracuse responses that you've been sending in throughout our session tonight. Ash, I'll let you take it away from here.
Awesome. Okay, so many of you answered about why you chose Syracuse, and there are so many great answers. The first one I want to read, which is my favorite that I've read so far, is oranges are my favorite fruit, so it only made sense. That is certainly the spirit, and you know, creative, we love it, we love to see it. Great answer. So a couple other ones, a lot of people are talking about specific programs. Allie, she said, I picked Syracuse because of the sports management program and the overall school spirit. Huge fan of ACC and can't wait for the games in the Dome. I can't wait to get back into watching games in the Dome either. I feel that so much. Again, another one, I committed to Syracuse because of the education program and they have at Syracuse. And another reason is because of the school spirit at Syracuse. And I'm so excited to start. Again, so many people, I'm so glad you've picked up our spirit. We are so, so proud of that. Some other cool ones. Here's a really good one. Throughout the college decision process, I was consistently reached out to by the staff at Syracuse and even got to meet with some of them over Zoom to answer my questions. I truly felt like the staff here would care for me. Well, I kind of felt like just a statistic at the other schools I was accepted to. I also love the campus and the amazing school spirit at Syracuse. Plus a skier, the location's perfect. Yes, we do have some pretty good skiing. Spenser, you're from Denver. I don't want to hear it. We know it's not as good, but it's still pretty good. Again, I'm so glad that you felt like everyone was there for you, and that's so good to hear, especially from our end. A lot of people are saying how they chose Syracuse because of the campus. Even if you didn't get to visit, it is so beautiful. Yeah, you could check out behind Barrington a little bit, get a little bit of a sneak peek. The campus is so beautiful and truly one of my favorite parts of the school. I actually just went through a nice walk of campus today just to kind of see all the buildings again because I missed them quite a bit. Syracuse wasn't even on my list, but then my friend asked me to take a road trip with her. I ended up falling in love with it. That is so funny because that is how I discovered Syracuse. Syracuse was not on, I literally could have answered, this could have been me answering. It was anonymous, maybe it was, no, I'm kidding. But Syracuse wasn't on my list at first either. My best friend from high school applied and she was going on a visit and, you know, I was bored. So I was like, hey, why not? Let's go for a little trip. And like halfway through the tour, I was like, oh, wow, wait, like, where's the application? Like someone sent it to me right now. So I completely understand that. And that is a great reason as well. Also, a lot of people are saying how they chose it for Newhouse. Again, so many people are talking about the spirit. I like this one. Can't wait to be orange. Can't wait to have you as an orange. But yes, there are so many amazing responses. Also, Out of the Orange was the most beautiful mascot I've ever seen. Again,
Look
Who
at
can
him.
deny
How can
that?
you not? How can
It's
you
just
not love him?
he's precious. Otto's
Freshman
incredible.
year, Otto just like got in my friend's car. So Otto doesn't speak for anyone who doesn't know. So the door was unlocked because we were picking up food. It was actually my first week on campus, freshman year. And so we were, picking up food on Marshall Street. My friend's older sister was driving, and Otto just got in the car in the back seat and just pointed at a map where he wanted to go. And so we just drove Otto across campus, and that was my first experience with Otto. But Otto, you will find many different kinds of activities and events with Otto, such as that. So Otto is going to be a big part of your life. So enjoy it for the next 4 years.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
he's a very amazing guy. But like now that you heard from us about our experience at Syracuse, and we cannot wait until you guys are on campus. We showed you guys some of the great things that you're to be expected at campus. So let's gonna get you guys ready for a game. So like ready for some of our chants that we might have. So one of the chants that we have at Syracuse is "Let's Go Orange." So I'm highly encourage you guys to take a video if you doing this as well, to do a TikTok, to post a Snapchat or Instagram or whatever, and follow us on our social media at SyracuseU100 for a chance to be featured on our social media. But let's kickstart this chant. You guys are going to be chanting soon in a couple of months once we get back on campus and kickstart our lives here. So it's going to go, "Let's go orange." We're going to do 8 rounds it up, guys. Let's go. Let's go orange. Let's go orange. Let's go orange. Let's go orange.
Let's go orange.
Let's
Let's
go
orange.
Let's go orange.
We tried so hard, guys.
We really did.
Really did.
Congratulations again, and welcome to the Orange family.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much for being with us this evening. We'd love to see that all of you are #Syracuse bound. Today's a really exciting day for whatever your decision is. This is a big moment in your life as someone who is preparing to end their college career, to people who are, preparing to begin theirs. Congratulations on coming this far. This is a huge step in your life. I think Syracuse University is a great way to continue on and begin your new adventure. So class of 2020-24, welcome to the Orange family.
Yay! Congrats, everyone.